All right, let's go. No. I said I'd probably won't matter too much to too many people. I said I would do two parts today, although I said in a couple of hours. It hasn't been a couple of hours, but it's the same day. All right, let's get right into it. I did want to mention a few things. I forgot to mention this in the first part. I'm titling this series Saika Magoichi, which is, if you didn't read the comment I made, it is the hereditary, or at least honorary, title of the leader of the Saika village that we are in. So that's the inspiration for the name there. And I also just wanted to, I mean, I know this, a lot of people do this, but, just thought I'd throw out, I appreciate anyone who's been watching up to this point, anyone on YouTube and all the comments and the couple of people on Twitch who watch. So I appreciate all of it. I don't plan on monetizing my videos or anything, so I just appreciate, people, if people enjoy what I'm doing, that's, that's what I get out of it. All right. So we're looking pretty good here. So we're in a fresh turn. We are in a fresh turn.
I do understand.
So, short term, I'm actually not too, it won't be super important for me to conquer everyone. But I mentioned this before, and this is non-negotiable. We're gonna get this gunsmith. We have to get it. I haven't looked around to see where the other gunsmiths are on this on the map, but getting the two that I know of that exist will be very handy. We've already got one here, and getting a second one will be very, very nice. So let's, speaking of which, let's keep improving this as best we can. Basically, our two main guys here are really good at upgrading those. So every opportunity we get, we're going to upgrade this forge right here on the gunsmith. We'll just start pumping out the guns. I have changed my priority on what I prioritize in terms of the development buildings, at least a little bit. I don't necessarily need but basically any of this category, and then T-towns, and then the production buildings. It's not exactly different, but it's maybe slightly different. This one I think is fine. We already have what we need.
Understood.
And we only have one more spot left. Actually, here. Go ahead and start that. We're gonna cancel this immediately. And if at any point we actually do get this settlement, I'm gonna put the T-town here, and it'll cover both of those bases. Yeah, I don't... Not sure if you can hear the incessant meowing in the background or not, but that just adds to the charm, I guess. Alright, and then all the rest of these spaces are just basically forge fodder, although I'm going to put a patrol post right here. This will help us for any combat we do in this area, which we are going to cut a swath up through here, so that'll should come in handy. I find out of all the buildings here, the non-production sort of defensive type buildings, I find patrol posts are probably the most useful.
Understood.
For my taste, anyways.
Understood. I understand. Understood.
And just get these forges, as many as we can right now. All right. We're making pretty good money. Good to our goodwill. Now, there's some people we can make friends with. But it's more of a question of whether I want to leave them as neutral, or go ahead and start that relationship up. Maybe I'll go and start talking with them. As far as I understand it, anyways, your opinion doesn't decay over time. You're going to have to do something in order to piss them off. So, getting these up here. Nope, not you. One day.
I understand.
I mean, I guess it's a good idea if we do ever want to establish any kind of
I do
relation
understand.
with them.
Understood.
Normally, I would probably go after these guys next, but you know what? I'm gonna just cut straight across here. You know, as soon as that's when I want to move out. The next thing on the docket, the next thing up on the list is we're going to get ourselves our 5,000 infantry. And the funny thing is about that, once we do get those, we're basically going to get an instant rebate on our expenses.
These results are from last month.
So it might seem like it might not
Please give me
be
a command.
financially feasible to do that, but then once we hit that threshold, it'll flip back over. I actually haven't assigned anyone to this castle. There you go. Have your castle back, in a manner of speaking.
Ha. Understood.
Spread out our officers a bit. Well, it'll be cheap. So go ahead and throw that $200 there.
I understand.
Expanding. Got our. Actually, gonna irrigate over here.
I understand.
Or not irrigate, mow. What am I saying?
Ha.
Now I could. Or no, we're out of labor. Okay, we're good. Nothing here. I could put another building in this area. Ninja Village isn't gonna quite cut it in terms of its range. I could put another patrol post, but I don't think that'll be necessary. Guess we have no officers that are able to build forges yet. Prove nothing that I'm too concerned about. Okay, so let's take a look at our troop balance here. Put you right there. We're gonna take those out.
I understand. I understand.
Okay. Let me take a look at this again. Alright, I'm actually going to... This is something I feel is going to be a potential investment for the future. I'm going to go ahead and demolish those. Now, the fishing villages, or fishing towns, are pretty handy to have because they provide you with a constant stream of provisions every turn. But I also feel like I need to get the refugees up in our capital. It's not enough. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Allow me to report. Let us begin the council.
Kind of want to feel like I'm done with my own area in terms of trading before I let other people in. Fan of these two.
Let us end our council here.
Yeah, provisioning come up. I guess we can get both of them, huh? We have a decent amount of allies, so people will more likely join us. Usually they're pretty good about doing so, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're like, nope, not getting involved in that nonsense. Okay, can we... Okay, we can build things again.
Huh. I do understand. Ha!
Actually, cancel this one. I'm gonna save him.
I understand.
He's gonna upgrade the forge that's at the gunsmith.
Understood.
And he's the only one who can do it.
I do
upgrade
understand.
this watchtower.
I understand.
Into these gunsmiths.
Understood.
Anything particular? Not really. I mean, I'll go ahead and rather have them working on something than sitting around not doing anything. Especially when I've kind of, sort of got the money for the development. I think we're going to do a little bit of that before I move out again. Start to bolster our numbers here. Not yet.
Allow me to report.
220 muskets per turn. It's not bad. It's not too bad. Okay, these are...
I do understand.
Some of these are for, in the Hosokawa territory I haven't expanded into yet.
Ha!
Plus, if we take a year off, as it were, to upgrade our territory, look at all these upgrades getting finished. We can stockpile a few extra seasons worth of provisions here.
Allow me to report.
There we go.
Please give me a command.
Oh gosh, some of these have a ton of refugees. Recommends clearing this one. I'm going to clear this one out. I don't know if we need it right this second, but... In fact, you know what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to go ahead and give these guys a labor exemption. And then I'm going to clear this one. I think that should do okay. And believe me, once we get this rolling, once we get to the point where we have each of our units, each of our army stacks, all equipped with muskets, it's pretty scary.
Understood.
Oh gosh, man, that cost me a ton of money to do. Well, still worthwhile, I'd say. Let me take a look at this. Who are they allied with? Just Ashikaga. That's not too bad. See, like, these guys would be easy pickings. So would they.
Allow me
Coming
to
down
report.
there.
These results are from last month. Let us begin the council.
Like, ooh, I was gonna say I'd like some more military policies. That's quite a bit right there.
I like
It's
it.
kind of the two sides of the same coin there.
Let us end our council here.
You know, this is one thing I had been thinking of. I don't know if anyone knows this, or maybe I've seen it and I don't remember. But I know in previous Nobunaga's Ambition games, there used to be some policies, or the well, I guess they were still called policies. They didn't work like this, but there's different policies you can enact, and one of them enhanced the range of diplomacy, where you could interact with daimyo further away from your home base. If that exists somewhere in here and it just needs to be unlocked, that would be very handy, but I don't think I've seen that before. Because I've really run into problems trying to you know, establish diplomatic relations with other clans because they're just too far away.
I do understand.
Okay, let's bump this up. We're gonna go and pull this down now. I don't think we need to worry about having them there. Now, when I do this, so let's see, 1600. So we're already at 3000, 4000. Okay, so we just need to bump these up like a little bit. So we're going to get our money back once all the infantry file in. I don't know about that much. Let's not get out of hand here. Okay. Be well trained. Well trained early on. You know, I think we got there for the most part in our other campaign, but definitely not this early. Speaking of this early, well, there it is. One little thing, this doesn't bother me, but I did notice, I think it's more of a bit of a lost opportunity, is so we're in 1536 here, and we started off maybe a couple years ago. In 34, I believe, is when it starts. At that point in time, technically, that's not good. No, unfortunately, you're going to be one of the people I need to take out. Sorry. At this point in time, muskets should not even be here yet. So I don't have a problem with that in terms of, oh, it's historically inaccurate or whatever, but I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity because really, I like this scenario. I think it's fine, but I think this is more of a scenario for just playing if you want to do freeform. What would have been a nice distinguishing feature is if, say, there was an event where rather muskets were disabled, and then there's an event that muskets arrive, and then and this is how some of the previous Nobunaga's ambitions were, and then the distribution of muskets spreads across the country, and then that way clans like the Shimazu over here had an advantage because they got them first. Nobody else had muskets. And this, basically everyone has muskets, or access to muskets all the time from the beginning. So that would be nice. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but I think I almost forgot. I forgot about this one. But I think it's just a missed opportunity. We're gonna go ahead and invest here and get our last one. It's also a decent money increase. Okay, let's save our money actually. In fact, yeah, our income just shot back up since we got our mercenary group resolve. That should be everything right there. Gunsmithing. Now, muskets from trade zones that have gunsmiths. So let's see, I don't know if that's every turn. I mean, I'm assuming it is, because I've seen some that are every, like, 3 turns. Oh, lots of clans getting taken out here. Before we were making, like, 230 per turn.
Allow me to report. These results are from last month.
Ooh. That's a big increase. Ooh, man, we're making tons of muskets now. Just throw them in the pile.
Please, give me a command.
Just stack them up. Are we still number 1 on that? We're number 4. Okay, people are starting to outstrip us on production. But there was a point in time, you know... But anyways, we were number 1 in muskets for a time. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Maybe... It's pretty pointless, but I'm just curious to see. Oh, okay. Well, okay, that makes sense. They have a gunsmith in their territory. Maybe that's a good way to find out where they are. And Hosokawa is number 1, but that might just be because they have so much territory. Who's number 3? Might also be telling. Yeah, well, they're also just really large. I don't think there's any, in the Hosokawa territory here, I don't think there's any more gunsmiths that they start with. I could be mistaken. I think they've just built a bunch of them. Which it doesn't even look like it. Where the heck are they getting all their muskets from? They don't even... I'm looking at their upgrades, or their tile improvements, or what have you. I don't really see very many forges at all. Unless they're buying them. They could just be buying them all. We got a couple over here. Anyways. Okay, we'll go ahead and expand over here. Oh gosh, it's so expensive. Yes, thank you. Let's up that. In fact, let me see here. Let's try to up our T-towns here. What's our popularity is 65. Try to get these all up to 2,000, I think is a good place to leave it for now. I mean, I think we can manage that much. That'd be nice, even, at least on all our, well, we don't have 2,000 people there yet. It'd be a nice rounded off number for units, too, in terms of equipping them with muskets.
Allow me to report. Let us begin.
Might also be a bit of a handy thing if I make alliances, not only for my own protection, they would basically get the benefit of my protection for them.
That should work. Might
be a bit of a stabilizing force. If I could prevent people from blobbing out quite as fast because of fear of my support, you know, that's pretty nice. Go ahead and get our daimyo speeches, which all that does is just let them take part in the council meetings. And usually that's a pretty good thing because their stats are usually high enough that they'll give you a lot of points from that. Alright. I kind of hate that I feel obligated to maintain... I mean, there's not much point right now to break it, but I have this permanent alliance with Honganji here, and this little area here is pretty nice. You get a trading port, a commercial port, and you get the Sakai trade zone. So it's really... it's pretty nice to nab this, but I don't think there's a huge benefit in grabbing that right this second. Don't want to break my alliance with them. Go ahead and upgrade that. Go ahead and continue upgrading that as well. Keep an eye on... still only allied with one person. I've seen Azai is expanded over here. I've seen them get pretty big. I've seen them take these guys out, take these guys out.
Allow me to report.
Let's take a look. Let's go ahead and make these alliances.
I do understand.
And my plan was originally to... I guess he doesn't trust me enough for it. I'm going to go ahead and take the 12 months.
I do understand.
Huge deal. Is to more focus my energies eastward. So having a wall here of allies doesn't bother me so much. I'll go ahead and take an alliance from you right now.
I do understand.
Plus, it's also it's nice if they all join you in a war. The more people that join you, the more stuff they send you, just for nothing. Even if you don't use it or don't need it. I mean, they're like, here, have some gold and some horses. Okay, yep. Yep. Okay, we're definitely going to want to have to try to renew that one if they'll let us.
Please, give me a command.
Although at this point, not that I don't want to do that, but if they had any, they consider... Alright, well, never mind then. Their daimyo considers us the enemy. So, I guess it's a good thing we got all those alliances either way, because now that's a bit of a safety net for us, if they want to try anything. Let's start locking these. We can probably coalesce this into a grand trade node here. Oh yeah, that looks good. Hold on. Am I losing my mind here? Let's see here. Plus 1,400. That's just barely better.
I do understand.
Have any money? Don't have any money. Yeah, we're starting to get a decent amount of refugees here now. Up that to 2,000.
Allow me to report. Let us begin the council.
Okay, yep. Oh, plus 20 is pretty nice.
Let us end our council here.
Mostly just commerce policies here. What do we have? I mean, we have a lot of ports. But I guess we'll go with the musket. There's not even that many of them, but I feel like I should. Okay, let me take a look here. So, what do we have to contend with here? So we've got like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,000 or so. So we're going to have to up our total troop count up. I think to feel safe in going in that direction. Especially because they're probably going to have backup.
I do understand. I do understand. I do understand.
Okay, and then that should put us about on par with Rokaku here. Famous ninja area right around here. There you go.
Allow me to report.
We're gonna actually have enough muskets to equip a couple of these beefy units with. Alright, we lock that one down. Let's lock this one down.
I do understand.
Now, some of these still need to be developed a little bit, but I think I'm going to monopolize first before I start developing it. Let's see, can we improve maybe some of our trade towns?
I do understand.
I think that would be good. In fact, thought I remember No. Okay. Never mind. Disregard. Disregard.
Ha. Ha.
It's fine. Gonna take us maybe one more turn here. Maybe 2 more turns to get all this infantry back up. Plus, these guys are gonna have... Yeah, this is all militia. It's all crappy militia.
So I will never. My resolve.
I think that was our guy. Yep, he's dead. It's alright, he wasn't doing anything. He was just hanging out back at Saika Castle.
Allow me to report. Please, give me a command.
Summer work. Always a good time. If we had a little bit more labor, we could... I must have forgotten to... You know what? This is my fault. I definitely should have been able to use this. I must have just skipped right past it. Oh well. Okay. Don't have enough money to monopolize anything. Oh gosh, it's so expensive. Alright. Let's give it one more turn. Could probably stop it in the middle of the phase here, but we'll let it the whole thing go through.
Allow me to report.
Alright.
Let us begin the council.
I could, 33. Blockade power up for the whole season. That's might be pretty useful as well. Double siege adept. Morale up. Yeah, this should be pretty good. We've got a lot of nice council bonuses for war. Because I was planning on launching an offensive here. So, new officer political power up, or enemy surrender rate. I do like the chance that they might just surrender early. But... No, I'm gonna take fresh insight, because I think this will just scale better. Most of our officers are... Well, in fact, let's not look at it that way. Most of our officers are still newbies here. And by most, I mean all of them. Our original guy, the first person we started with, is still only, we're only 5 years in. I think that's what this means. So, that should affect everybody then. So we should just, that's basically just a flat increase in our policy power that we get. So, I think now they are going to get reinforcements from them. I really don't know how concerned I am about that. I mean, at least it might hurt me, but I don't really think so. If they catch us back here, we might run into some choke points, and then all their patrol posts here are going to be nasty. So as long as we can get into their territory over this area right here, then we should be fine. I'm going to try it. If things go poorly, we can basically retreat. Let's go after these guys.
You make a worthy opponent.
Kind of wanted to read that. I just clicked through it. Yep. Another 2,500 supplies. Little gold, muskets, horses. Yeah, that would be fine. That would be perfectly fine for us to have a battle there. We're a little lower on men, although can we fix that? Yes, we could. In fact, I don't want to up the units that have muskets, because we don't really have any more muskets to give out. But Yep, you, yeah. How about now? 12,000 versus 13,000? Let's try to at least make this equal here. And then if we're equal, and I have infantry and he has militia, then it should be just a... There we go.
We march.
Should be a foregone conclusion that I should come out ahead, unless they really outplay me. Now, I don't know, it's raining on the overworld map. I hope that doesn't mean it's going to be raining in battle. Because, boy, that puts a dampen on things. Yeah. Here's a question. Okay, they did. So they sent them 1,300 troops. Not that I already surmised what the totals would be, but... Looks like we made it through... Yeah, we did make it through the choke point. So really, this is going to be the decisive battle. If I win this one, then we've basically won the whole war. That's my impression of the situation. So where some of these used to be in yellow. Maybe not. Okay, we can upgrade this to level 5. And one upgrade level of this is worth like 3 upgrade levels of any other forge, because it's a big multiplier for having the gunsmith there. Alright, let's see how this turns out. Let me take another preview if things have changed. No, looks like everything's about where we want it to be. Yes. It looks like the weather on the overmap cleared up. Shimagahara, the alternate history of Sekigahara that you never heard of. Got a couple S-tier units.
Leave it to us. Leave it to us. I will show you my skill.
No, I think no plan is the way to go here. I'm gonna put this musket unit over on the flank. I think it's better to have these guys on the sides. Were we not able to give muskets to our main unit? I guess not. Or no, that's just the icon for attack. Okay. Well, it's going to be a little close, but I think we stand a good chance of winning this one. They have more units than I thought they did. 7. So they have one more unit than us. That kind of upsets me.
Strike them down. Let's begin.
Normally I'd wait for these units to catch up so we could stay in formation. But we gotta get going. Can't sit around for very long while they get these outposts ticking over. Because, you know, what could be a surefire win could turn to a loss from these things proccing too many times.
Your command. Prepare yourselves.
Go back him up.
yourselves.
Now the question becomes, do I want to go for all of them? This one I'm going to go for sure. Do I want to split up and go there? Here?
Your command? Now it's time.
Please command me. Please command
This unit is so slow. I think the hills and the forests are slowing us down too.
Let's begin.
At least all this area is relatively flat compared to this massive mountain here. This would be a giant line of sight blocker.
Please command me. Let's begin.
Old Sancho.
Prepare yourselves.
If he dies, I'm going to be very upset.
Your command?
They're just hanging out. They're just waiting for me to... Either that or my scouting information is not good.
Let's begin.
We're going to just leave this guy to his fate, I think. And hope that he can get in there and get out.
The enemy has been
Or not. This is their best unit, too. So.
Release.
Apparently we ambushed them.
There appears to be someone with a plan.
We're going to give you a turn to get into position to turn to face him.
With this plan, I will leave you
Open
in
up
the
there.
dust.
Right, you skirt around and really try to get this. See if you can make a...
Let's begin.
All of our units are so slow.
Witness my plan.
And all of our units are so slow. 15, 28, 8, 6. This guy's gonna get blocked. Yeah.
Your command.
At least we can get one of them, though.
The enemy will never end.
Now he's got a much better
Fire.
musket shot on this guy. He wasn't quite aligned before, but he is now.
Plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Who's
Now
this
you
guy?
see my strategy.
Charge? Sure.
But your head
Well,
is mine.
you try to... Sorry
Your
if I'm
command.
bumping the mic. Hello there? Ah, okay.
Strike them down.
Yeah, this is a pivotal fight for the it's not a huge war, but you know, if we win this one, we won't have to wait to recoup. If we break them here, we'll break their basically the whole clan. There's our muskets going off on them. Muskets are like already pretty good, and our clan just is like even
Never
better with them.
anticipate this plan.
We broke that fort up there.
Your command?
Your command. Prepare yourselves. Your
This
command.
guy,
Strike
maybe
them
he can just
down.
make a run for it straight down the
Prepare
middle,
Yourselves. Now it's time.
and our main unit can go take out their main
Let's
unit.
begin.
Maybe not a smart idea on his part to just face tank this musket unit, even if his stats are better. This guy's just gonna
Never
turn around,
anticipate this plan.
start blasting all these guys
Follow my command.
in the flank.
Witness my plan.
Oh, there's a juicy stack.
Please give me a command.
I just want to wait and
Will
see
never anticipate
once
this
we get a map that's really flat, and I have all my units equipped with muskets. It's terrifying.
Your command? Let's begin. Please give me a command.
This unit might break, but I mean, I think he's got to go for it. He's got to try anyways. They're turning around. Yeah, they're probably gone. Frankly, even if I pulled them back, they're so slow, I doubt they would have been able to get out of there in time. Oh, their lead unit is almost broken.
With this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Now, another, yes, this is the next one after Sphere. Well, actually, this is the second one after Sphere of Influence.
See my strategy.
There was one called Sphere of Influence Ascension, but that was pretty similar. This is, I'd say a lot different.
See my strategy.
I mean, similar enough.
defend. The enemy will never anticipate
This unit's, yeah, like, for example, in Sphere of Influence, there was nothing like this in Sphere of Influence. I mean, you had the battles, but it worked a lot differently than this. Frankly, I didn't really understand the battles in Sphere of Influence. I mean, I did, but... Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. They kind of didn't make a whole lot of sense to me in Sphere of Influence. It was kind of like... hope that you got the ability to attack them that turn. And if you just didn't get an attack button, you just couldn't attack that turn? I don't know. Yeah, things are looking a little bit dicey. Mostly because they still have these two forts here.
With this plan, I will leave you in the dust. Let's begin.
I haven't played Shogun 2 in a long while, but I did play it when it was more,
Now you'll see my
when it was
strategy.
newer, around the closer to the time of release.
Let's begin. Please give me a command. Please give me a command. Now you will see my strategy.
Let me see. Things are looking, I mean, not great. I haven't played. No, I actually, I don't really get a whole lot of viewers on Twitch, so I don't mind interacting.
There appears to be someone with a plan.
I haven't actually played the Romance of the Three Kingdoms from Koei, like the similar style to this. I mean, I've played like Dynasty Warriors, but that's not the same series, so I'm not familiar with that. Not that familiar, anyways. We gotta try to get down here. It's looking pretty hairy. Actually, gonna caution there. A nice, the noise. One day. The nice thing about caution is you get a nice speed buff, and they just get the hell out of there. Hopefully, we'll do biding time. Hopefully this unit. He's so close to breaking morale, though. I really hope he gets out of there. This is not looking.
The enemy has been found.
It's not over
Break him.
yet.
Break him.
Release the arrows.
Break him. Thank you.
We shall pull back.
Gotta move this bar further up that way
Spearman forward.
before I can finish clearing out these outposts.
There appears to be someone with a plan.
Witness my plan.
I could start shooting here, but I really need to get these.
The enemy will never
Oh, our
anticipate
unit
this
returns.
plan.
That'll be nice. Okay, let's move him up here. He can start
Follow my
supporting.
plan.
Please give me a command.
Yeah, I've got the numbers advantage, but I just got to get rid of these damn forts. It's a defender's advantage. They're so
The
slow.
enemy has been
Oh,
found.
raid.
Spearmen
Okay. Clear it. Nope. Okay. So we're gonna clear this one.
Plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Please, command.
This guy should be getting in
Follow
position
my
this
command.
turn. There's all this crap in the way here.
Now you will see my strategy. See the difference in our skill.
I think I actually am going to have him open up. I don't think I'm going to be able to press through all this big blob of units here, so we're gonna open fire.
Never expect this one.
With this
Actually,
plan, I
you
will
do
leave
that
you
and
in
then
the dust.
immediately try to make your way as far over here as possible.
Let's begin.
There's some big casualties over there. Okay, broke that one down.
Release the arrows.
This guy is in firing position now.
This plan.
You can move up now, maybe?
Enemy will never expect this one.
I'm torn between trying to get to this outpost and just shooting them.
Your command.
I'm gonna have you back up.
Prepare yourselves.
Witness
Believe it or not, this broken unit will cause my unit to also break.
my plan.
That's not something I would like.
Fire.
Now it's time.
Alright, how about this? Move up as far as possible and then try to rotate
Let's
at the
move
end.
it.
Then we'll reassess once you're done moving. Get out of there.
Release.
Don't break. Okay, it's back in the white. Alright, well that guy broke. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know about this one.
The enemy will never anticipate this.
I don't know.
Witness my
My main problem is my units are all so slow here. Maybe from the terrain, or just because they're might be. I forget what stat is the derivative for your speed in battles, but oof. This is going to keep going. I might actually just lose as soon as I unpause this. Not quite.
Release the enemies.
Nope. Okay, I think that'll do it.
Please, Commander.
With this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Unless something happens like right now, right before, like, because this unit's gonna break.
Now you will see my strategy.
Defend.
Damn it! How could this happen?
The enemy will never end.
We killed so many more of them, but I like I said, our movement speed was so bad. Look at this, we wiped them out. These outposts just proc way too many times. I think we're gonna lose here as soon as we unpause.
Let me show you how far I am willing to go.
No, not quite. Get in there. Get in there. 2 units just returned. Please break this. Oh, he broke.
This battle
Okay.
is not over yet.
Damn it. We did break it, though. We got the fort. Damn you. Do this. We killed like twice as many people. Alright, well, that's okay. It's okay. It just means it's going to take longer.
An ally has been captured.
That's not what we want to hear. Well, it's all right. It's not worth doing if it isn't going to be difficult. Oh, we got a nice treasure. Now, okay. I heard a rumor about this. I heard, and I'm not sure I believe them. I heard that if you match up treasures with the historical officer that's supposed to have them, and maybe Nobunaga, I guess, one of these two. I heard if you pair these up with the person that they get a stat boost. I don't know if I believe that, but worth keeping in mind for the future. I mean, like, Nobunaga is like a 6-year-old right now, and I don't know about him.
Allow me to report. These results are from last
As far as I know, those are just to boost
Please give me a
loyalty.
command.
But that'd be neat if you could do that. Let's keep exempting our capital from labor.
I do understand.
Clear out that. Have enough refugees to burn. Still got some room to expand over here.
Understood.
Or, you know what? Hold on. I'll take that back. That battle went on so long, I forgot what we were doing. Gonna monopolize all this shit over here. I mean, if we could afford it. Alright, I'm gonna save up a turn. So, now for the weight of shame. While we wait for our troops to replenish, and then we'll just try again. I really thought we had that. You know what? I have an idea.
Allow me to report.
It's going to be a temporary
Let us
thing.
begin the council.
First of all, we're going to get as many military points as possible. Now, which is going to either be 23 or I could re-roll it and risk getting even less. I'm going to roll this again. I think I can get more than 23. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's get those military points in here.
Let us end our council here.
Am I being pranked? I don't know. It all requires other stuff. Alright, never mind then. We'll take that. I gotta get agriculture and commerce points to mix in here. like this right here. I should have gotten... This is why you check. I needed to get an extra 16 commerce points to buff my infantry. Alright, anyways, back to the plan. Back to the plan. We're actually going to remove this ninja village. We're going to build a... Is purely defensive? Well, never mind. I don't think that plan will work. Unless I can lure him over here to attack me. Which seems unlikely. Alright, never mind. We're gonna build the ninja village back.
I do understand.
I was kind of hoping I could get the fortress building there to give me the advantage. I think that would involve him attacking me, though. You know what I can do? Maybe I can throw some of the allied forces at him in the meanwhile. What would you like? 28. You know what? I can spare 2,800 provisions. We've got plenty. Let's get an extra 3,300 troops from our ally. That's actually a bargain. I've had allies before ask an exorbitant amount for their help.
Allow me to report.
I'm not sure the, I mean, I'm sure it has to do with the relative strength of the amount of the forces you're requesting, and also your relationship with them, which is at 130, so that's pretty high. So I'm assuming if those conditions were a little bit worse, they might not be so eager to lend those out to me. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. One more turn and we should be ready to go, though. For our second thrust. This is just a stepping stone. We harbor no particular ill will against this clan. But they're in the way. They're in the way for more muskets.
Please, give me a command.
Over here in Banba, or Odani, really. They're in the way. We'll go ahead and...
I do understand.
Alright, now we should have most of our forces ready to go. They're just not willing to max them out, it seems. There we go. Put you right at 2,000. Oh, I gotta add this. I gotta add this in. There we go. I mean, I guess round 2, huh? I mean, this is basically the same situation we had before. Well, go ahead. I'm actually going to... I'm going to start that march, but I'm not going to have them meet there. I'm going to actually alter the plan. Scared me for a minute. Stop.
Let's go.
We're going to make a little detour down here. This area looks a little bit more flat, if you ask me. Blizzard? Really?
These are last month's results. Let us begin the council.
I mean, I don't know if anyone watching my videos is from Japan.
That should work.
But does this area really get blizzards? I don't know if it would.
Let us end our council here.
Maybe, you know, some snow, but I don't know about blizzards. Let's, you know... Oh, there we go. Gold mine growth up. We got a couple of those. You know, I don't want to talk about it. I'm just gonna leave it here for a second, just to let it sink in. Alright, let's go. I don't want... We're not talking about it. Lock. We're gonna monopolize this. We're out of money. Alright. Now there's no choke point here for either of us. And I'm really hoping that this is a more open area. It might not be.
We wait here.
Oh, actually, interesting. So they don't want to attack me. I got here first. They're not willing to move over here to attack me.
Now it's time.
I wish I could tell... I mean, I guess I could literally do this. I think that's what happens, pretty much. This looks pretty open. Now, either way, I don't think there's any way I can goad them into attacking me.
Now it's time.
So we'll just attack from this angle, because before we were right here. We were right in this little nugget. Either they attack me here, which they're not, or here. I think either way is going to be a little bit more open. Okay. That doesn't seem relevant to me, but sure. Alright, try again. They, their ninja village killed a bunch of my people, but our aggression is a little lower than theirs. If this doesn't work, we might need to just try again later. Basically. Oh gosh, I have so many people. What happened? I thought we had more officers than this.
Let us show you our skill.
I will show you my
Nothing,
skill.
okay. Well, it's gonna get a little dicey. Oh, and it's up on a big hill. Alright, so there's not much rough terrain. So it's a little bit better for me. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put all the guns down here. We're gonna send all our spearmen up here. We're gonna split up to start because we really need to get at least 2 of these. Getting the 3rd one might be a little tricky. When they have so many more people than us. Well, so many more units. It could work to our benefit if we can, if they're on average weaker than ours. If we can break more of their units, they'll suffer the battle favorability. The favorability rating will drop for them. Do our best here. Half our units have muskets, and they're pretty beefy, all things considered. Got 5,000 muskets essentially.
Your command?
Actually,
Please
well,
command me. Let's begin.
really do need to
Prepare
hurry.
yourselves.
Let's take steps.
Hoping this guy can catch up before he gets too terribly
Please give me a
flanked.
command. Prepare yourselves.
Let's begin.
Although, I feel like I'm going to get horribly flanked
Let's begin.
no matter what I do. Basically, once these guys get these, if possible, they might just get tied down, in fact. Okay. We haven't actually encountered them yet. I'm going to actually pull these guys back and try to regroup in the south here. If this guy can just sneak on in here and grab... In fact, if he can sneak all the way around and grab that,
The enemy has
great.
been found.
We see them.
Get out of there.
Check them from the side.
No.
Release.
Oh gosh, their morale just took a massive hit from being ambushed. Yeah, okay, there we go. There's our covert operation here.
Please
You
give me a command.
just try to run
Prepare
away.
yourselves.
You get out of there.
Strike them down.
Please
You're gonna
give
have
me
to
a
keep
command.
doing this, unfortunately.
Witness my plan.
You guys can start fighting.
With this plan, I will lead
You
to
guys
the
can start
dust.
fighting. The other option, if I could find him, I could try to snipe their lead unit. This is a pretty good trade of casualties. This is one of their bigger units too, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, this guy's like scot-free. It's gonna take him a while to do that, but
Your command? Strike them down.
Your command?
run.
Let's
Run
begin.
for your life. Let's try to angle him like this, maybe prevent
Strike
the
them down.
flank from the north.
With this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Hopefully, by the time they chase him down here, these units can have swatted away at least one or two of these units here. Like, this guy might break from musket fire here. I'm going to grab this one, pull him back to help with fighting, and hopefully this guy can just keep skirting around the edge to grab those. Yeah, he's trying to get away, but I think we got him. Oh god, here we go. So this is pretty ideal. A pretty ideal terrain for fighting with muskets.
Your command?
Oh yeah, here we go. Just turn around and hopefully they're all still in this relative area.
My plan.
One thing that's nice about the Suzuki clan here, our muskets, not only do they do more damage, they also have an extended range, so even if they back up here to try to get away, we'll just keep shooting. Yeah. This guy's actually doing pretty good here. He's distracting 3 units trying to chase him around.
Please give me a command. Let's begin.
Got 2 out of the 3 forts. He's going to make his, and this guy might also be distracted trying to stop him. Really helps these units combat them a little bit more evenly.
Here's the summary plan. Now you see my strategy.
Gonna actually hit anything here? I'm gonna move them one more turn. I'm not confident in that one.
Let's begin. Your
Actually,
command?
get back into formation here.
Prepare yourselves.
With this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Now you will see my
No.
strategy. Fire.
Alright, let's take a...
The enemy has
They just keep running into our line and then retreating.
It cannot end yet.
He's back. That was quick. Good enough. I keep re-maneuvering this guy. They keep moving away from me.
witness my plan.
Just keep firing.
With this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
This guy didn't quite make it over here yet. Well, he's going to try to get over there. This guy's almost to their last fort. This guy's not looking good. He can hold out maybe like just this one turn. Okay, never mind. Well, here's another unit coming in to try to take his place. Okay, so the plan is
Your
I'm going
command.
to move this unit up slightly. I'm
Let's begin.
going to move this unit back. Rotate them around. And pull them back. Rotate them around.
Let's move it.
Now I'm hoping...
Now
What do we got
you
here?
see
Biding
my
time?
strategy.
that they won't be able to chase them down, and then this whole blob of units here can walk into another musket line. Plus, once this guy's done with his mission, he can start
Enemy has
contributing.
been found. Release the arrows.
Release.
There we go.
Now you will see my strategy.
Not a great shot on that one, but good enough. I don't want to waste another
Now
turn.
you will see my strategy.
What is it actually?
See
Biding
my
time?
strategy. Now you will see my strategy.
That's a defense increase. Okay, so we got that one done.
Please,
So we're going to
command.
charge him down here. Maybe
Let's
distract a
begin.
unit or two. Maybe get a flank. Once again, we've closed the. They actually started this battle with more troops than we did, and we've just caught up with them on that count.
Your command.
I'm gonna see if I can get this guy out of here. Might be a little late.
Let's begin.
With this plan, I will
Please.
leave you in the dust.
This guy doesn't have a
Please give me a
shot, so
command.
go ahead and move him up.
Let's begin.
Do I want to do this? I really don't want to have to reposition him, but I will.
Your command. Let's begin.
Now, fortunately, so we're in the situation now where since all of their forts have been taken out, we're really only going to have this depleted again if they keep flanking and making our units break and such. That's something we can at least have some control over.
Now we take it back.
Get out of there, please. Please.
More.
Please. He's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Is he? Yep, no, he's
Pull
not gonna
back
make it.
now.
You know what?
Your command.
Go back that way.
Strike
What is
them
going
down.
on? I don't know what the AI exactly is doing. I mean, I'm not saying they're doing a bad job, but
Now
they are
you
doing
see my strategy.
odd things.
Witness my plan.
They're gonna get, this unit's gonna get slammed, but I don't think I have much choice right now. I mean, I could try to distract them with this guy, but I think if he goes in there, he's just gonna rout. Hoping maybe they might chase him down.
Spearman, forward.
Not a terrible, I wish they were more here, but the edges of these shots are still hitting them. This unit's way out of position.
With this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Huh. Well, we're in a dicey spot here.
Your command. Strike them down.
Now,
With this plan, I will leave
if
you in
I
the
could get
dust.
these two units to come back,
Your command.
and this guy to somehow make it back over here,
give
we
me a
could kind
command.
of reform the line.
Let's begin. The enemy has been found.
Spearman, forward.
There's one unit back.
Spearman, forward.
Your
Go and
command.
send him back in there
Prepare
immediately.
yourselves. Let's begin.
Please command. Let's begin.
Frank, at this point, I'm willing to accept if this unit can lead them on a merry chase
Strike them down.
and take them a little bit piecemeal. I'm
I
not,
will not lose to someone
you know,
who is
not opposed to that.
die.
As long as he doesn't rout
Release.
in the process, then I'm okay with that. I think this guy can chase him down, I bet, though. All right, that was an opportune time for him, for that unit to come back.
The enemy has been found.
Let's take
This looks
steps.
like a pincer to me.
With this plan,
This looks like
I
a
will leave
point-blank
you in
musket
the
shot to
dust.
me.
Your command.
You guys still need to...
Now
You
will
can
see
open
my
fire.
strategy.
They might move out of the way, but that's a decent shot.
Now you will see my strategy.
No.
Please.
This guy needs to still get into position, though.
Prepare yourselves.
Pincer? No, pincer on me. There we go. There's a pincer on me. This unit's gonna get wiped out, I think.
Release. We shall fall back.
At the very least, they're broken.
Now you will see my
Move
strategy.
him up. Rotate.
Let's move it.
Move him around to the new end of the
Strike
flank.
them down.
Did I forget to move this guy?
Your command.
No. Get out of there.
Let's begin.
With this plan,
He's
I will
moving.
leave you in the
This guy's
dust.
going to shoot.
Fire. Witness my plan.
Here's a nice shot from him.
Now you will see my
And-
strategy.
You will not pursue. We gained enough from here, though. If this unit over there routes, yeah, because that's been wiped out. Even if he routes, it won't be the end of the world. Walking into our pincer situation here. Get a nice concave. This is basically the best situation, really, is you get a nice concave of units like
Let's
this.
take steps.
Move
Let's
him up.
begin.
And then basically we just keep musketing them to death every turn. I think we got this one. I think
My strategy.
we
Witness my plan.
have regained control of the flow of the battle here, because these units are basically gone. This one doesn't matter that he's broken. This one's completely gone. No forts.
We shall fall back.
Three units all opening fire on all these units is going to hurt real bad.
Enemy has been Now you will see my
that
strategy.
is not what I meant to do.
Witness my plan.
Kind of surprised I can't open fire with him, but I'm gonna leave this alone for now. I don't want to open the possibility of getting flanked. I don't think they need to move in yet. Especially since they're already routed. So where's their lead unit? Still over there, huh?
With this plan, I will leave you in the
Hamstring,
dust.
what is going on? I guess maybe this unit's in the way. Okay, so what we're gonna do then is we're gonna spread this out a bit.
Strike them down.
Let's begin.
I think they might be overlapping a bit.
Fire.
He's not able to get a clean shot.
Now you will see
Oh,
my
here we go.
strategy.
Look at this.
Fire.
Look at all these bodies. And this one too, but everything here. This is just a shooting gallery at this point.
Now you will see my strategy.
You stay there and hold the line.
With this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
From here on, we retake what we lost. Go on like this.
There appears to be someone with a plan.
You go ahead and get back in line.
Strike them down.
With this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Now you will see my strategy.
Witness my plan.
Okay.
Now you will see my
You know, a little dicey. Not that bad. I'm pretty sure, unless
Retake what we lost.
Unless it starts raining. If it starts raining, I'm, you know, gonna just end the stream. In fact, we're already like 15 minutes over time right now.
With this plan, I will.
I mean, I don't know, you know, it's not very original, but I mean, if you're gonna just stand here, I'm just gonna keep shooting you.
Witness my plan. Your command.
Although, what I am gonna do now,
Strike
though,
them down.
I am gonna move in the spearmen.
Prepare yourselves.
Bring him in.
The enemy has been found.
Now let us continue the battle. Spearmen.
Pincers. Okay, what I'm gonna do actually is
Your
I'm gonna
command?
back this guy up,
Let's begin.
have him take his spot.
Now it's time. Let's begin.
Fire.
Now you will see my strategy.
Okay.
Please command me. Let's begin.
If you get in our way, you'll regret it.
Should be wrapping around that unit up there.
Release the arrows.
That's about what I was hoping they would do. There we go. For the first time, I think our bar
With this plan, I will leave
is
you
more
in
than
the dust.
50% there.
Now
You can
will
keep
see my
firing.
strategy.
This guy, though, is going to have to move up. Fill this gap right here. Now, I don't think I really need to, but I believe you do more damage the closer you are, and I also just want to give him a little bit of a reposition.
Your command.
We're going to skirt down the
Let's
line
begin.
here.
Let's
Oh,
begin.
what's your plan? Concentrate.
Please give me a command.
You move in there to fill up
Prepare
his slot.
yourselves. The enemy has been found.
This unit's going to break. This unit's, yeah, they're
Take that.
They're falling apart. Just tighten the noose. Look at this majestic concave here.
Someone with a plan.
Look at this majestic
With
concave.
this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Now you will see my strategy.
Witness my plan.
Now it's just punitive, really. Now we're just being assholes.
The
about
enemy
it.
will never expect this plan.
Probably gonna win. Now it's just like how many people from your clan can we kill in the
Strike them
process?
down.
Now's the time to defend.
We shall pull back.
Yeah, this is just vicious. This is what you want. There we go. Second time's the charm. I don't even have to get to the third
so
chime.
hard.
Chime? Time? Oh, our aggression evened out. Unlike them, they didn't seem very willing to storm my castles. They're not gonna get off so easy.
Have my thanks.
But that's gonna have to come next time. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm already 20 minutes over. I was trying to limit these down to 1 hour, but man, you get caught up, especially in those long battles. But yeah, but I think same thing applies though. I said before, if we won that battle, the writing was on the wall for them. I think basically it's in a similar situation. We can probably cut on through here now. A little bit of a shout out to our ally. I'm sure they helped. So, alrighty. There's definitely things we could... Well, you know what? Actually, here we go. Let's just end the turn. There we go. Let's end the turn, and then I'm gonna wrap the stream
Allow me
up
to
here.
report. These are last month's results.
Plenty of supplies. Alright. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Run Chew Ron, for tuning in. Appreciate your comments. In fact, I'll stick around after the stream for a minute here if you have any other questions or whatever. But anyways, until next time, I'll see you then. Goodbye.